High school baseball is back on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. This afternoon from Carroll High School in Flora, Indiana, 1A regional baseball as the Blue River Valley Vikings take on the Daleville Broncos. Good afternoon. Hi again, everyone. Brian Beaver along with you again today. Hopefully you're hearing me loud and clear from a sun-splashed stadium here in Flora, Indiana, just outside town, a little bit east of town. We've got ourselves a ticket to the finals at stake here today. The winner of this game will face Rossville tonight for the championship, weather permitting. Rossville led early 4-0 and then held on for dear life and won 4-3 over Riverton Park earlier in the first semifinal. So it's the Hornets of Rossville against either Daleville or BRV tonight for a trip to the Final Four in 1A baseball. Beautiful day, hazy sunshine, no threat of any storms yet is the key word. But we're about set to go here. The teams have finished their infields. You hear the Daleville guys down the way in the third base dugout getting busy with it as they get set to meet BRV. Blue River Valley is the only 1A team in Indiana that has beaten Daleville this year. They beat them 7-5 18 days ago down in Mount Summit, game that Daleville did not use either of their two best pitchers, got beat, won a little payback today against their friends from Mount Summit in the Mid-Eastern Conference. The teams are going to be introduced on the diamond here, and we're probably, I would guess, 5 minutes or so away from getting this one underway in earnest. It's been a technological train wreck for yours truly this week. The rain on Monday. I thought I had my old laptop back. It died a slow, agonizing death on Friday. So I'm literally working on a 10-year-old backup with a cracked screen. I hope you can hear me loud and clear, though. It sounds great in the headset, and hopefully it's just as clear for you, whether you're down the road in Middletown, Indiana, or somewhere else in the U.S., or even outside the United States of America. Teams are being introduced on the diamond. Blue River is going to be the visiting team today. They will wear gray pants, dark blue jerseys with red accents and white lettering. They look sharp, and they're ready to go. They say, it was no fluke for us to beat you the first time, and we're going to get you again, Daleville. And if you're in the Daleville dugout on the third base side, you say, oh, yeah? Well, let's go see who's better today. If you're a Daleville fan, you'll want to know that Caden Gothrop is getting the start on the mound today. The left-hander has pitched very well. How well has Daleville pitched in the state tournament so far? 3-0, 0.41 ERA, and they are rolling. They've outscored their opponents 39-1. They're clicking. When you're scoring 13 runs a game, solves a lot of ills if you have any to begin with. And the 1A defending state champion Broncos are just or only 16-11, but they're the equivalent of a 24-4 team. They are really good, and they're playing as well now as they have played all year long for head coach Terry Turner. They're looking for their third state championship in 4 years and their second one in a row. If they can go back-to-back, there's a long way to go and a lot of good teams to beat, but don't put it past the guys in the Daleville Bronco uniforms, and you hear the crowd come to life. The crowd is significantly smaller for this game than the first one. The first one featured Rossville, which traveled great, and they went all of about 10 minutes to get here. But these two teams have come a long way, and they've got pretty good fan bases with them today to Carroll High School. I want to thank Luke Waldron, the AD here at Carroll, for their hospitality and their assistance. And we're just about set to go. Daleville is going to be the home team. They'll wear the black jerseys with the Vegas gold lettering and the white pants with old-fashioned black stirrups and white hats with black bills, the new D logo on the front. Evan Etchison just now being introduced, and we're almost ready to roll here from Carroll High School. I want to thank Mark Etchison. He's my internet technology buddy and also my Skittle pimp. For those of you who aren't in on the joke, for 3 years, he's brought me a bag of Skittles for every broadcast game. And today he brought me 2 because he wants to play twice today and not once. So if you think I'm kidding, I'm not. Little kids will be running up soon wanting Skittles. But we're about set to go. Teams have been introduced. They're on the field. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll set up the starting lineup and have the first pitch of this regional semifinal between Blue River Valley and Daleville next on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. Stay right there.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game. I play for the smell of my leather glove, the sound of infield chatter, and that incredible feel of the ball jumping off my bat. I play for sacrifice bunts and sacrifice flies because they've taught me what it means to be a teammate.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in Indiana learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules, time management skills, and the value of hard work and sacrifice.
I play high school softball for my friends who decorate my locker before every big game. That's who I play for. Play for keeps. Play for fun. Play on.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ballpark. We're just about ready to go as we get ready for this second of 2 semifinals. Rossville, the Hornets, have punched their ticket. Daleville or Blue River Valley about to do the same in the second semifinal here. Thanks for joining us today. Appreciate your continued support of high school sports on Beaver Media. We go a lot of places and do a lot of things other people wouldn't do. Remember that the next time you hear people talking about who does what, because we don't just talk it, we walk it, and the proof is in the pudding. We're about set to go. Blue River Valley is ready to get things untracked. Mason Crisp will lead off. Tyler Davis will bat second. Devin Brummett will hit third here in the first inning against left-hander Caden Gothrop. Caden up on the slab looking in for a sign from Ethan Pittsford. He's into his windup, and here's the opening pitch. Called strike, and we're underway at 1:49 Eastern Daylight Time. Defensively for Daleville, Wilson in left, Price in center, Bowen in right. The rest in a moment. Gothrop brings the 0-1 home, and it's fouled back quickly to make it 0-2. Infield third to first, Jared Waldermeyer, Max Stecker, Peyton Smith, Evan Etchison with Pittsford, the back half of the battery for Caden Gothrop, who's very deliberate in his pitching motion, but has great mechanics. Sophomore's 0-2 delivery is a curveball grounded toward first. Easy play on a fair ball as Etchison scoops it and steps on the bag. 1 down. Rest of the batting order for Blue River Valley, Braden Thompson will hit cleanup. Tanner Waldreth in the 5 hole. Jared Catron in the 6 hole. Batting 7th, Clayton Ham. Nathan Blevins, 8th, the number 9 hitter, Bryce Klein. In steps Tyler Davis, the second straight left-handed hitter for the Vikings, and he takes a strike. Gothrop looks sharp early. If it sounds a little weird where we are, there's a reason for that. I'll have more on that in just a second. Gothrop into his windup. Here's his pitch. Swing and a miss through the cheese right by Davis to make it 0-2. We're not calling the game from the press box or behind the plate. We are down the left field line past the dirt cutout. We're a good 150, 160 feet from where the action is at the plate. Next one is outside and low from Gothrop to make it 1-2. It's an extremely difficult angle to call the game from. It sounds different because you don't hear as much of the game in the background, but we'll get through it nonetheless. 1-2 pitch, a called third strike. 2 away. First strike out of the day for Gothrop. I'll bet the farm that it won't be his last. And that brings in Devin Brummett. First three hitters in the order here for Blue River Valley are left-handers. Brummett will pitch today for his ball club. Gothrop works a breaking ball, missed away, ball one. A lot of great innings coming in the next couple of years from Caden Gothrop. Lined up in the pitch. Outside to make it 2-0. Have not heard anything on plans yet about moving the championship game time up this evening to avoid bad weather. That has been talked about, but there's no firm answer on it just yet. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Keep them swinging.
2 balls and a strike to Devin Brummett. Here in the first inning, just underway. A ground out, a strikeout. Brummett waiting on the next pitch from Gothrop. Grounds it to the right side. Should be easy work for Peyton Smith. The second baseman throws over to Etchison. 4-3 in the book. And it's a 1-2-3 top of the first for the Vikings of Blue River Valley. We'll go to the break. Blue River nothing. Daleville coming to bat on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Indiana did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
Welcome back to the ball game. We head for the home half of inning number 1 here at Carroll Flora. No score in the game. An up and down in order, top of the first for Blue River Valley. Here's how Daleville will send them up today. Josh Price leading off. Max Stecker batting second. Caden Gothrop will hit third with Peyton Smith cleaning up. Jared Waltermeyer will bat fifth. Ethan Pittsford in the 6th hole. Evan Etchison 7th. Jimmy Bowen in the 8th hole. And Aiden Wilson will bat 9th and play the outfield. Josh Price takes a strike. He's having a fantastic senior season. One of several Daleville Broncos worthy of all-state consideration. Next one is a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Devin Brummett on the mound, left-hander. Price, a right-handed batter. Defense straight away. Here's the wind and the deal. In tight to make it a ball and 2 strikes. If you're wondering about wind, we've got it in spades today. It's blowing out from the plate to left center field at 15 plus. Anything hit that way in the air is going to get some help. Price grounds it to the third baseman, Blevins. He bobbles, picks it up, fires, and he is out. Got screened by the player. Couldn't see the ump at first, but it's a 5-3 ground out for Price. That brings in Max Stecker. You're going to hear a lot of wind noise today. There's plenty of it in the park. Stecker coming off a great game as he takes the strike. Pat Hughes, the Cubs broadcaster, likes to talk about box score lines, and Max had 3-4, 3-4 in Monday's championship game. Lifts one in the air to shallow right field. The second baseman can't find it. Here comes the right fielder. He can't get to it. It drops in for a bloop hit.
Come on, Caden, help yourself.
High sky right now with not a lot of cloud cover. It's hazy sky right now. Easy to lose the ball in that shade of sky. Stecker had a home run Monday. That's the first high school home run of his career and an opposite field jobby. In steps Caden Gothrop. He takes strike one. Caden also having a fantastic season. Really bright future for this young man. So the Broncos have the first run of the game. Gothrop, left-handed hitter, trying to move him. Snap throw to first, runner back. Gothrop has enough power to take it out of the park if he could lift one. Here's the pitch. He's taken all the way. It's way upstairs. A snap throw down to first, nothing doing. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gothrop with Peyton Smith waiting in the on-deck circle. Next one, smash through the left side into left center field, a clean single. Stecker stopped. Now he's going. He's going to try to get the third, and he makes it. That allows Gothrop, with heads up running, to go down to second. So good aggressive base running. Stecker took a chance. It paid off. He moves to third. Back-to-back hits for the Broncos. So Daleville is in business right away. We're going to have a courtesy runner for Gothrop out at second base. It's going to be Derek Lawrence. That's pretty much standard now. Lawrence, a senior who has scored a lot of runs. So 2 men in scoring position for Smith. He's swinging away and smokes a foul ball on the first pitch from Brummett. Peyton is hitting nearly 500 through 27 games. If he's not all state, there ought to be an investigation in 1A. Next pitch to him is low, and the count evens 1-1. Just announced this week he's going to go to Goshen College and study and play his college ball. Snap throw to third, doesn't get away just quite enough for Max Stecker to head home. And now the throw back to the mound gets by Brummett, but not far enough for anyone to move. Kind of a Keystone Cops moment there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stecker at third, Lawrence at second here in the Daleville first. Smith, hard fly ball down the right field line. It's slicing toward foul ground. It is foul. Stayed in the park, but no one could get there. When you're scoring 13 runs a game in the state tournament and you're batting .345 as a team for the entire season, you've got all the offense you need to cause a lot of headaches in the other dugout. And Daleville does. They're hitting over 100 points more as a team for the year than Blue River Valley is. Here's the pitch. Ground ball towards short. Runner coming home. The play will go to first, and it's 1-0 Daleville. Smith is out 6-3 on the fielder's choice, but he picks up the RBI. Stecker with a chance to come home and score. Lawrence had to hold with the play in front of him at shortstop. Nicely done by Thompson. 2 down. Jared Waldemeyer. Check swing. He went 3/4 of the way for strike 1. Peyton Smith is closing in on a 40 RBI season. Waldemeyer ready. Here's the pitch home from Brummett. Called strike. 0-2. Waldemeyer had a home run on Memorial Day with a man at second and 2 down. He rips one foul out of plate on the right field line. If you're Daleville, you're glad you got one, but you really want more right here. And with one of your best hitters up there, you hope to get a 2-out hit, get another run home. High fly ball It's out in shallow center field. 3 men converging. The center fielder dives, but he can't get it. And another run will come home to score. Lawrence crosses the plate, and it's 2-0 Daleville.
That's the way, guys.
That's a bloop single and an RBI for Jared Waldermeyer. That was in no man's land. Really nothing you can do out there. Ethan Pittsford, the batter. It's a 2-run first for the defending state champions. Pitch in the dirt. It's a ball, and that allows Waldermeyer to scamper down to second base on a wild pitch. Now you've got another man in scoring position. The catcher calls time to go out and have a quick conversation with Devin Brummett. Inning began innocently enough on a 5-3 ground out by Price, but a single, a ground out, and a single have made it 2-0 Daleville. 3 hits already for the Bronx Bombers. Bronx with an NCS on the end. Next pitch is over but low. 2-0. Jared Waldermeyer out at second base. He'll be going on contact with 2 down. Here's the pitch. Strike at the top of the zone. Pittsford was taking to make it 2-1. He'll be hacking from here on out. Big number 18 on his back. He's had a really nice season. Smash. Right center field. That's trouble. It's up the alley and all the way to the wall. Waldermeyer will round third. He's going to score easily as Pittsford pulls in with a stand-up double. It's 3-0 Daleville. Wow.
Go, JT.
Waldermeyer adds the 3rd tally of the day for Daleville. Three runs, 4 hits already, and that brings in the dangerous Evan Etchison. I was telling my dad the other day, this team is dangerous. They don't have any easy outs in their lineup. If you're a pitcher and facing this lineup, you're looking over going, who's the easy out? Who do I pitch around? Who do I pitch to? Etchison, a right-handed batter. Here's the pitch to it. Sharp ground ball towards short. That should be it. Long throw across is in the dirt. He one-hopped him, and he's safe at first. The shortstop, Thompson's throw was in the dirt. Etchison reaches on the air. Keeps the inning alive as Pittsford goes down to third base. Runners on the corners. Left-handed swinging Jimmy Bowen as the pickoff throw goes over to first. No problem over there for Etchison. Brummett has spent most of the first inning in the stretch. He's still there. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Bowen couldn't catch the cheese. Mouse beat him to it. Left-handed swinger. There's a ground ball by the mound on the right side up the middle. It's going to be a tough play. Throw to first, safe everywhere. A run comes home to score. Etchison heads over to third.
Way to hustle, Evan.
4-0 Daleville. That was a tough chance. I'm going to score that a hit and a throwing error that allowed him to come around. Aiden Wilson, the batter, takes a strike. Right-handed hitter takes a ball. 1-1. Daleville has batted around in the first inning of the regional. They've got a 4 spot on the board to throw over to third. Etchison back. Etchison, the runner at third. Bowen over at first. Rossville put up a 4 spot in the first in the earlier game. Daleville has done the same thing here. Runner at first breaks. The throw down is caught by the pitcher. Jimmy Bowen steals second base. Next one, popped up, back in foul ground. Four 0 Broncos here in the opening frame of their 28th game, 2019. Two men in scoring position. We'll see if Wilson can get them home. Check swing, ground ball, foul over into the first base screen. Scoreboard count says 1-2. I don't think they ever posted the pitch on the steal. We're too far to really know for sure. Far away anyway. There's a ball outside. 2-2. There you are. 2-2. The ump does us a favor. Next one to Wilson. He takes down. It's in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher. And the count runs full. Ninth batter of the first inning for the Broncos with men at second and third. Can Wilson come up with a key hit? He swings, he misses. That does it for Daleville in their half of the first, but they make it a big one. They score a bunch. 4 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors. They leave 2 men in scoring position. We're through an inning here in Flora. As we go to the second, it's Daleville 4, Blue River Valley nothing on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 152,000 here in Indiana. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline. Skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ballpark. We move over to the second inning now with Daleville out in front of Blue River Valley, 4-0. And you hear all that paper noise? That's Hurricane Camille blowing our score sheets all over the park today. So let me correct myself. 5 hits in that frame, unofficially anyway, for Daleville. And they gave a real headache to the Blue River pitcher, Brummett, who threw 31 pitches unofficially in the first inning. So we move to the second. Braden Thompson, Tanner Walrath, Jared Catron due up for BRV. Game time temperature probably pushing 80 degrees here early this afternoon, and the flag in left center field has been busy on the pole ever since it got here at 9:15 this morning. Pittsford ready. He starts the inning with a fastball in the dirt for ball 1. Did it hit him? It did hit him. Wow. So Thompson gets a gift. Just got part of his leg as it hit the dirt near his front foot. That's the first base runner of the day for Blue River Valley. That brings up Tanner Walrath. Big number 12 on his back. Right-handed batter. From the stretch for the first time today, Gothrop throws a calling card over to first. Thompson plenty fine. Daleville looking for a double play ball. See if BRV is bunting here. Nope. Swinging away and fouled back into the screen. "11 pitches thrown in the first inning unofficially by Gothrop. He was very efficient in a 1-2-3 opening frame. Daleville pitching has just been mowing down opponents in the tournament. Next one is lined softly into right center field. They might have a play on the runner at second. They do not. It's a single, and the first 2 men have reached here in the second inning for BRV. First hit of the game for the Vikings. So they got a little something cooking here in the second with Jared Catron, the batter. He's the designated hitter. Right-hander, wide open with his stance in terms of his feet very far apart. He swings, foul tips the first one. 4-0 Broncos in the early going here in the top of the second inning. Home plate umpire calls time briefly to clean off the plate more to give the catcher a breather to check his inventory after taking a foul tip. They watch out for each other, catchers and plate umpires. Now we're ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of an off-speed pitch. Nicely done by Gothrop to make it 0-2. Thompson got hit by a pitch. Waldrith followed with a single. 2 on, nobody out for the Vikes, who need a little bit of a rally here. Trailing by 4. Swing, foul tip, held on by Pittsford for the first out. Second K of the game for Caden Gothrop. Caden with a C. Clinton Ham, the batter. He's the catcher half of the BRV battery. His first trip to the plate with a man at first and second. Swings, misses. If you're Daleville, an infielder, you want an atom ball at short or second so you can roll over a deuce and get out of here with minimal damage. Gothrop checks the runners, brings it home. Bunt down in front of the mound. Gothrop down to field. Fire to first for the out. Out number 2. Sacrifice goes 1-3. That moves both men up a station. That leaves it up to Nathan Blevins. Runners at second and third with 2 down. Right-handed hitter.
Make the plays, guys.
Not very tall. I can say that because I'm 5'8". This will not be an easy get. Gothrop stays in the stretch. First pitch is fouled back to the screen. Beautiful day to play a game. If I were a player, I would love to play on a day like today. Get a good sweat going, get nice and loose. Man, I would be back out there. Here's the pitch. Swing, foul tip. Pittsford holds on again. 0-2. Braden Thompson at third. Tanner Walrath at second for the Vikings here in the top of inning number 2. Gothrop a pitch away from shutting them off. Here it comes. Fly ball, shallow right field. Going out is Smith. Coming on is Danner. And make it Bowen. And Bowen has it for the final out. That does it here in the second inning for the Broncos defensively. And for the Vikes offense. No runs, a hit batsman. A hit, 2 men left. We're through an inning and a half from the regional here at Carol Flora. We go to the break. Daleville 4, Blue River Valley nothing on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 152,000 here in Indiana. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline, skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Yeah, I know. I thought about it. Let's go, Josh. Get ready to hit now.
Welcome back to the ball game from the GM Wind Tunnel, otherwise known as Carol Flora. Man, do not get me started. Daleville out in front in this one, 4-0 already. They'll go back to work. with Josh Price swinging and missing. Daleville batted around in the first. Here we go in inning number 2. Price 0 for 1, grounded to third. His second look at Brummett. Takes down 1-1. Price hitting in the 420 range for his senior season. Pops one foul out of play. First base side. And he's down 1-2. Two goose eggs on the board so far for BRV, a big 4 in the first for Daleville. Here's a high fly ball, lazy one to right field. That should be an easy out. The running catch made by the right fielder who maybe misjudged it right off the bat, but it's an out. Holcomb came on to get it. One away for Max Stecker. Stecker singled and scored in that 4-run outburst in the first. Brummett winds and fires. Here's a fly ball, deep right center field, going back. It's up against the wall. It's going to be extra bases. Stecker's going to head for third. He's coming in, and he'll make it standing up. Max Stecker rips a triple. And Daleville is back in business. That one just kept carrying away to right center. Not much you can do as an outfielder there except run it down. Unofficially, the 6th hit of the game already by Daleville, and it brings up Caden Gothrop. Here's a tapper up the first baseline. It's going to be foul. Gothrop with a chance to help his own cause. Match up a pretty good left-handers here on the mound. Here's the next one. Low. The count evens 1-1. Stecker has been hitting the ball the opposite way with authority lately. Here comes the pitch to Gothrop. Shot into left field. Base hit. It's 5-0 Broncos as Stecker comes in to score. RBI single by Gothrop. It will almost certainly mean a courtesy runner situation, and there goes Lawrence to run for Gothrop again. So if you're looking for more, how do you get it? You start the inning, fly out, triple, single. And both the hits were opposite field. Pete Smith is the batter. He takes up and in. Pete is having a great season. This kid is a competitor and a really good kid. Here's the next one. Sent to right field in the air over toward the line. A tough chance. It's going to be caught. Nice play by Holcomb. This is not an easy sky for a right fielder at all right now. So Smith is 0 for 2, and that leaves it up to Jared Waltermeyer. Derek Lawrence, the runner at first base. Waltermeyer drove in a run with a single his first time up. Been hitting a ton lately in the back half of the year. Runner going. Pitches a strike. Throw down is into center field. Lawrence is up, and he's going to head for third, and he's going to make it. So a stolen base and an E2 on the throw into center that allowed Lawrence to get up and skedaddle to third. And now Lawrence is only 90 feet away, and there's a ton of ways to score from third base that don't involve hitting the ball. Next one fouled back out of play. 0-2. Wild pitch, passed ball, balk. There's a lot of them. Lawrence at third. Here's the pitch. Waltermeyer spoils it foul. We had some great matchups in game one. We had a 12-pitch at bat and I believe a 9-pitch at bat as the guys from Rossville and Riverton Park battled each other tooth and nail before Rossville won 4-3. 0-2 to Waltermeyer. Here's the pitch. Takes away. 1-2. Brummett is still ahead of him. Outfield is straight away. Average depth. Wind blowing out. Pitch on the way. Ground ball foul over to the third base coach's box. Terry Turner Toros that one. How about that? Right near our crowd mic. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Man at third, 2 away here in the Daleville second. Grounded toward third on a big hop. Picked up, fired across in time by Blevins. And that does it here in the second inning for Daleville. Broncos are hot, though. They score again. They put up a run. They leave a man at third base. We go to the third inning. Daleville out in front of Blue River Valley. 5-zip on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Indiana did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
Welcome back to the ballpark. We move to the third inning. Daleville out in front of Blue River Valley, 5-0. And if you're Daleville, now you're starting to think about a possible 10-run rule game and a shorty if you can build this lead and get out of here in 5 innings and save a little bit of your arms and a little bit more of your energy on a warm day. 9-1-2 due up for Blue River Valley here in their half of the third against Caden Gothrop. That means it'll be the second time through the batting order, but Gothrop has been very good so far, allowing just 1 hit, hitting a batter, striking out a pair. Bryce Klein, the 9-hole hitter, to lead things off for BRV. Mason Crisp and Tyler Davis waiting in the wings for the guys from Mount Summit. Gothrop into his pitching motion, and he throws home. It's a ball. Daleville defensively pretty much straight away. Gothrop winds and fires. Fouled back to the screen. If you're a Daleville fan, you will remember Rossville. 2 years ago, Rossville knocked out defending champion Daleville here in 2017. Broncos would like to get another shot at the Hornets, but first they've got to take care of business here. Next one is a ball. Count goes to 2-1. Wind continuing now to blow, but now it's starting to shift a little bit. More from the west, even the northwest at times. Gothrop's pitch fouled back out of play. Just seeing the first signs of some cumulus clouds, and that means the cap is starting to break a little bit above us, and we could have storms by the end of the day. Pretty good rain chance in play today. Next pitch fouled back again. 2-2. Don't want to see anything like what we dealt with Monday. Gothrop has his sign from Pittsford. Here comes another pitch. Fouled back in the air, out of play. It's as obvious as the whiskers on a cat that Evan Etchison is going to pitch tonight if Daleville can advance. Gothrop ready, winds and brings another 2-2 home. Outside, count runs full. Mason Crisp waiting in the on-deck circle. There are 3 straight left-handed hitters waiting in the wings here after Klein. Gothrop ready with the payoff pitch. Grounded sharply towards short. Stecker to his right. Fields fires over to Etchison. Confidently done. Attaboy, Max. 1 away. That's how you play shortstop. Four in a row retired by Gothrop now, and that rolls around the top of the order. Mason Crisp, who grounded to first his first time. Gothrop has been efficient. 11 pitches in the first, 11 pitches in the second. That's good news for him and for Terry Turner in the dugout. Gothrop into his windup. Breaking ball. Missed with it. Ball 1. Waltermeyer, the third baseman, just a step behind the bag, even with the cutout. Josh Price in center, very deep. Here comes the next one. It's low. 2-0. Nothing is for sure. That nearly bit Rossville. Late in the first game, they had a 4-0 lead. Riverton Park came back to make it 4-3 and had the tying run at third when the game ended and their season ended. Here's the next pitch. Breaking ball, beauty for a strike. Crisp was taking. He's still in front, 2-1. Working on my tan between pitches here. Here's the next pitch. Ooh, look out. Was inside and he tried to check his swing on a ball up near his head and fouled it back. It's a tough way to foul off a pitch. He's okay, though. 2 balls and 2 strikes. You hear that wind howling just a little bit now. Wind blowing pretty much from plate toward right now. Tapper up the first baseline. It's going to be a fair ball. Gothrop down. Tries to field it. His foot slips out from under him. I hope he's okay. That's an infield hit. I can tell you from walking the field earlier and talking to some people from Carroll, they've had a lot of rain here. Welcome to Indiana in the spring of 2019. There are spots on the field that are really soft, especially behind the plate. But that came into play there in the infield as Gothrop just lost his footing trying to reach down for a tough play to begin with. And Crisp is at first with 1 away. Tyler Davis is the batter with Gothrop now in the stretch. Looks over, brings it home. Outside. Daleville pitching has held batters to just under 100 for an average through the first 3 games of the state tournament. Pretty impressive, especially when you consider they've gone all season now, 28th game here, and their team ERA is under 3. Ground ball towards second, could be 2. Over to short for 1. Relay to first. No, they can't get the back end. Forced play at second base for the second out on a 4-6 play. Stecker's throw was on target. It was just an eyelash late. Etchison stretches in there. Tried to get the extra real estate. Couldn't get enough of it. And with 2 down, that brings up Devin Brummett, the opposing pitcher, who grounded to second his first time. He takes, and it's a ball. The big hop on a double play ball doesn't do you a lot of favors. It takes a long time to come down to the fielder, and that's really what cost him on the front end, as Smith had to just wait for the ball and gravity to bring it to him. Throw to first. Runner back safely. But that's what you wanted, and they nearly pulled it off. Brummett trying to keep the inning going here in the third. His team trailing 5-0. Pitch on the way. He takes a strike. Local law enforcement showing its colors today here at the ballpark from Carroll County. Davis over at first. Here's the pitch. Slow, tantalizing curve that missed to make it 2-1. That was one of those Bugs Bunny off-speed pitches right there. The kids are saying, who's Bugs Bunny? I'm telling you, Google it or YouTube it. Pitch is a strike. Brummett taken all the way, and it's 2-2. Gothrop a pitch away from turning off the lights here in the third inning for BRV as Daleville leads 5-0. Set from the chest. Gothrop brings it home and strikes him out. Brummett was out in front of an off-speed pitch for the final out of the inning, and the third strikeout of the day by Caden Gothrop. That does it for BRV in the third. They hang another bagel. They leave a man at first base. We're through 2.5 from the Carroll Floor Regional. Daleville out in front of BRV, 5-0 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in Indiana learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ballpark. We had for the bottom of inning number 3 in the second of 2 semifinals. Rossville has already punched its ticket to the finale. Daleville out in front here, 5-0 as we move to the Bronco half of the third. Broncos are the home team today in game 1. And the first pitch home to Ethan Pittsford is a ball. Pittsford is 1 out of 1. He fouls one back. Doubled in a run in the first and scored later on in that frame. This kid has done yeoman's work in the offseason. He struck out almost 40 times a year ago, and he's cut that in 2/3. I think he's only in the low teens with his strikeouts this year. He takes the ball. He's a front 2-1, and now make it 3-1. That is not easy to do. When you've struck out a lot, your confidence is low. He's really done a great job, and tip of the cap to him. Next pitch is outside, ball 4. So the leadoff man is aboard here in the third for Daleville, as if they need another big rally, but they'd love to get one started. And that's the first step. Courtesy runner for Pittsburgh, going out to run at first base, is JT Nelson. That brings in Evan Etchison. Here's the pitch. Squares, shows bunt. He offered, strike 1. Evan reached on a throwing error in the first inning and was left on base. Throw to first, runner back diving. We'll see if Nelson is thinking about stealing over there. Etchison waiting on the pitch. Here it is. Tried to bunt it, missed it again, pushed at it. Can't do it that way. 0-2. Nelson has 3 stolen bases this season. Next pitch is fouled away. Etchison hanging on, 0-2. Brummett ready, runner going. Pitch is a ball. Throw down is not going to get him. Stolen base. 4th one of the year for Nelson.
All right, Evan.
So he plucks second base. Moves into scoring position now as Etchison battles 1-2. Brummett looks back, brings it home. Throws it by his catcher all the way to the screen. Down to third goes Nelson on a wild pitch. Get him on, get him over, get him in is the old recipe. It's still tried and true. So you've got the on and over part. Now you're looking for the in part. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Etchison trying to add to a 5-0 Daleville lead. High fly ball down the right field line. That might be enough to score him. It's caught on a slide. Runner tags. He's heading home. He's going to be safe. 6-0 Broncos. As Nelson scores the run on the sacrifice fly by Evan Etchison. RBI for Evan. That brings up Jimmy Bowen with 1 away and the base is clear. Bowen 1 out of 1 with an RBI. He takes a strike. $6-0 lead for the Bronx Bombers. Next one, a chopper toward the hole on the right side. Nice play by the second baseman to forehand it and throw him out. Well done over there.
Come on, Aiden.
Bryce Klein to Mason Crisp. Two down. No one aboard for Aiden Wilson. He takes a strike.
He said, give me a shout out. So I said, hey, Ron.
0-1. Pitch fouled back out of play quickly, 0-2. Wilson is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging to end inning number 1. Next one, a swing and a miss, and the inning is over. Wilson has struck out both times swinging, and he goes down again on strikes. Nicely done by Brummett. Daleville scores again, though. They score a run without the benefit of a hit. No errors, nobody left. Daleville's rolling. We go to the 4th inning. It's the Broncos 6, Blue River Valley 0 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Indiana. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical Indiana high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We move to the middle inning of this semifinal from Flora, Indiana, Carroll High School, home of the Carroll Cougars. All Daleville so far in this one, 6-0 as we go to the top of the 4th inning. 4, 5, and 6, the heart of the BRV batting order. Caden Gothrop continues to go. on the mound for Daleville. He's pitched the entire game. Done a great job, only allowing 2 hits with 3 Ks. Thompson was hit by a pitch his first time up, and it probably left a mark about a billionth of an inch thick and that wide because it barely hit him. It was a pitch in the dirt that grazed his foot. He got a ticket to first. This time he hits a shot. Stecker caught the line drive. He's going to throw on to first anyway, but the third base umpire called it a clean out. It's a clean out.
Good job, Mac.
Nice pick by Stecker, who caught it just above the ground. And now he looks over and says something at the umpire. Hardest hit ball of the day so far by the Vikings, and it's nothing more than an out. It was a whistler. Tanner Walrath is the batter. He has one of Blue River Valley's 2 hits in the game. Swing and a miss. Gothrop has been dominant, especially the second half of the season here into the state tournament. Pitch on the way. It's in the dirt. Ball 1. Caden and Evan Etchison teamed up for a combined no-hitter in the first round sectional win over Tri-Central. Looks in. Pittsford rolls through the signs, and here's the windup in the deal. Called strike. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast wherever you're listening today. If you're in Georgia or California or Cucamonga, wherever you are. Chopper toward third, foul. If you're Terry Turner's son in Israel, I don't know if he's still there, but if you're over there listening, appreciate that. That's a pretty cool deal. If you're on the International Space Station and you're listening, get to work. The internet is an amazing thing. You can listen anywhere on the face of the earth if you got a connection. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the gas right by Walrath for the second out. Strikeout number 4 unofficially. And that'll bring up Jared Catron, the designated hitter, who's batting today for Drew Holcomb, the right fielder. 0-for-1. Catron struck out swinging. Gothrop is humming along here in the 4th. Slow wind and the pitch. Called strike. Catron was taking all the way. I've loved this kid's mechanics since the first time I saw him on a mound. He's really, really mechanically, physically sound in his motion. Pop back out of play. That's going to hit the pole. Oh, just missed the pole. I get excited about that kind of stuff. It hit the pole. Quickly owe it to it. Missed it by about this much. I got robbed. Wind up in the delivery. Foul ball. This one might get it. It did. Got the pole and tried to take out a light. He heard me. It's like, oh, you think I can't get it? Watch this. 0-2. Here comes Gothrop. Fires. Got him on strike swinging. That'll do it for Blue River Valley here in their half of the 4th inning. 5th strikeout of the day by Gothrop takes down Catron, and it's goose eggs again in inning number 4 for the guys from Mount Summit. We're halfway through this one if we play the whole way. Daleville leads 6-0 over Blue River Valley on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Indiana did. And now I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
We move to the bottom of the fourth inning here in Flora, Indiana, the 1A regional baseball tournament. Daleville leading Blue River Valley 6-0. And it's top of the order time here for Josh Price again as the leadoff batter in the order leads off the inning by taking a strike. Next one, down low, and he chased it, swing and a miss, 0-2. Price is 0 for 2 in the game, a ground out and a fly out against Devin Brummett, the left-hander from Blue River Valley. Next one, a tapper up the first baseline foul. Jason Stecker will chase it down, getting in his road work.
All right, Josh.
This Daleville team is going to be a tough out. They're playing very, very well right now. It's going to take a Herculean effort to beat them. Next one, ripped on a line to right center field. It'll shoot the alley and go all the way to the wall. Price on his horse. He's around second. Hit the brakes, says Terry Turner. It's a double to lead off the fourth for Josh Price. That was a screaming Mimi. Daleville continuing to pound the ball. Unofficially, I've got him for 8 hits in the game now. And right away, another runner in scoring position for the Broncos starting the fourth. They've scored in every inning. 4 in the first, 1 each in the second and the third. The dangerous Max Stecker in there now. He takes ball 1. Stecker, 2 out of 2 with 2 runs, scored a single and a triple. Can he get the cycle today? He takes a strike.
Go, Max.
Nice story about Max and his family in the Anderson Herald Bulletin by Rick Teverbaugh. There's a pitch in the dirt to make it 2-1. Family affair indeed in baseball in Madison and Delaware counties. Here comes the pitch. Stecker takes away. 3-1. As hot as he's been swinging lately, I'd green light him here and say if it's in your happy zone, give it a rip. He does give it a rip. It's hit on the air. Deep center field. The runner's going to tag at second base. It stays in play. Price on his horse. Headed for third. He'll make it sliding without a throw. So a productive out. As Stecker goes down on a fly out to the center fielder, but Price able to move station to station. Caden Gothrop is the batter. Single, run scored, RBI. He takes a strike down low, right on the knees. Umpires have done a really good job in the first 2 games here today. Next pitch from Brummett. A swing and a miss. Caden was out in front. He foul tipped it, says the plate umpire, and the catcher held on to it. It's 0-2. We had a rarely called event in the first game. There's a pitch away to make it 1-2. The third base umpire saw the pitcher go to his mouth on the rubber with the bases empty and called the ball. Accurate and right. There's a swing and a miss. Gothrop is out on strikes. 2 down. I can't remember the last time I've seen that call made in a game. Unofficially 3 Ks now for Brummett. He'll face Peyton Smith here. Fly ball. Center field. That should end the inning. Here he comes on the dead run, and he's got it for the out. Nice play. Out in center field by Damon Felix. And that does it for Daleville here in the 4th inning. For the first time today, the Broncos post a 0. No runs, a double, no errors, a man left on base. We're going to move now to the 5th inning in Flora. Daleville is in the driver's seat. It's the Broncos 6, the Vikings nothing on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 152,000 here in Indiana. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline, skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Indiana. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Go now, Aiden.
Welcome back to the ballpark. It's not enough to be challenged by technology, but to work in a tornado is just more than you need, man. Some days it's more than you need. That's my editorial for today. Bottom third of the order due up for Blue River Valley as we open the 5th inning in a 6-0 contest. Daleville comfortably in front. Caden Gothrop will go back to work on the mound for Terry Turner in the 5th inning. He's done a very nice job. Clayton Ham to lead off. He swings and misses. Ham, Nathan Blevins, and Bryce Klein here in the visitors' 5th for the Vikes. Right-handed swinger. Here's the pitch to him. Ground ball right back to the mound on one big hop. PFP for Gothrop as he throws over to Evan Etchison for the first out. PFP being pitcher's fielding practice. And brings in Nathan Blevins. While we're at it, good luck today to Wapahani in 2A and Yorktown in 3A, both playing in the regionals, and to the Yorktown girls who are playing in the 3A softball semi-state. How do you like those apples? That's pretty good ball diamond representation in Delaware County. Pitch home to Blevins is high for ball 1. Flied to right is only time up. Right-handed hitter. Gothrop winds and delivers. Popped foul down the right field line. Evan Etchison chases. Lands in no man's land, foul for a strike. Five in a row retired by Gothrop now. He has a 2-hitter going with 5 Ks, no walks, and a hit by pitch. He's done a pretty nice job. Ready with his next one. Kicks and delivers. Line drive up the middle. It's on the ground. It gets by Stecker. Might have taken a bad hop. Someone should cover second. That's probably going to be an error on Stecker. He was moving to his left, and the ball came back to his right and hit him in the right shoulder. It's kind of a tough error. That brings up Bryce Klein. They do not have an error hit indicator on their scoreboard here, so unofficially in my book it'll go E6 until I hear otherwise. Klein is the batter with a man at first. He takes in the dirt ball 1. Nice stop by Pittsford. 6-3 ground out is what Klein has to show for his day at the plate. Trying to move Nathan Blevins. Gothrop back into the stretch. Looks over, brings it home. Swing and a miss. Klein was out in front. The count equals at 1-1. That's not a jet flying over. That's the wind noise you hear from the microphones today on a breezy, sultry June 1st. Breaking ball and a beauty, taken for a strike. It's 1-2. First day of meteorological summer. Love it. Summer in Indiana lasts about 17 days now. Here's the pitch. It's outside. Count evens 2-2. I love summer. I love to sweat and work out and get hot. So when I lived in Florida, man, it was paradise. It used to be like that a lot in Indiana. Now it's like Hudson Bay. Gothrop ready. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. He's out. 2 away. Strikeout number 6 in the book today for Gothrop, who should consider changing the first letter of his name to a K instead of a C. That brings up Mason Crisp. Crisp is the fashion statement of the day. He's wearing an orange batting helmet on a team with red and blue colors. Kind of looks a little out of place. He fouls one down the right field line. That's not a criticism, just an observation. Hard hat. Okay, I'll go for that. Cone zone. One out of 2 in the game for Crisp. He has one of the 2 base hits by Blue River. Came back in the 3rd inning. Also grounded to first. Trying to move Nathan Blevins. The runner still Mr. Lonely over at first. Pop up. In play behind the plate. Pittsford turns, throws away the mask, and makes the grab. That ends the inning. That's a tough way to go out. P2 in the book. That does it for Blue River Valley. No runs, no hits, an error. They leave a man on base. They've left 4 in the game. Every time they get a runner, they strand him. We're through 4.5 innings from Flora. As we go to the break, it's Daleville 6, Blue River Valley nothing on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 152,000 here in Indiana. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline, skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
Welcome back to the ball game.
Oh, Jared.
Jared Waltermeyer to lead things off for Daleville as the Broncos lead 6-0. A swing and a miss to open the inning by Waltermeyer. Next one fouled back out of play. Quickly 0-2. Next pitch. Hit deep. Center field. Back near the wall, but it's caught on the run. Going back on the ball, Damon Felix reached up and robbed Waltermeyer, who hit it hard and hit it far, but has nothing but an out to show for it. One away for Ethan Pittsford. Felix has played a nice center field today for Blue River Valley. There's a swing and a miss by Pittsford. 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third for the Broncos as they lead 6-0. Next one is in the dirt. Count evens 1-1. And you do start to think about stepping on the gas again and trying to get a 10-run rule victory. There's a ball. If you can win in 5, why play 7? So save a little energy, and you've got, after this inning, you'll have the lineup rolling over at the top again. Here's the ball hit in the gap in the air. Felix to his right. He runs another one down. Nice play. 3 straight nice plays out there by Felix. That brings in Evan Etchison. But all kidding aside, you want to get your guys off the diamond, get them out of the sun, get them something to eat, hydrated, and save that gasoline for tonight if you can get there, because that's going to be a Donnybrook. Base is empty for Evan Etchison, who takes in the dirt. Rematch of the game 2 years ago when Etchison, a freshman at the time, got beat by Rossville on this diamond. Here's a rocket toward center field. It sends Felix back. It's over his head. It's going to hit the wall on a hop. Felix fell down, lost his glove. He's up and picks it up. Etchison is going to try to get a triple, and he's going to do it. Evan Etchison hit a bullet over the head of Felix, and it's a triple for Daleville with 2 out here in the 5th.
Good job, Evan.
You hear the crowd appreciating that one by Etch, E2, E squared. For you guys who follow him on Twitter, he's going to come out for a courtesy runner. Blaine Teig, I believe, is the guy in there to run.
But he can still win. Come on, Jimmy.
Here in the 5th inning. That brings Jimmy Bowen to the plate. You want to get this man home if you can. A lot of ways to score again from third base, like I said earlier. Here's the windup in the pitch. Taken downstairs for a ball. Bowen is 1 out of 2 with an RBI and a stolen base. He's had a nice game. He takes, it's a strike.
Come on, Jimmy. Jimmy Bowen.
You're 1 hitter away from rolling over the order, and that's what you want if you're Daleville. Here's a soft line drive in a center field base hit. That'll bring in another run. Teig scores for Daleville. They've done it the scoreboard again, and they make it 7-0. Soft RBI single by Jimmy Bowen.
Go, Aiden.
His second RBI of the day. And you're a step closer to a potential 10-run rule game in the end. That brings up Aiden Wilson. He's the number 9 batting order spot man. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He hits one in the air towards center field. Felix, hat blown off, says, "I've got it," and he makes the grab. All 3 putouts in the inning are flies to center field. How do you like that? Daleville gets a run on a pair of hits. They leave a man at first base. We go to the 6th inning out here in Carroll, Florida. 7-0. Daleville out in front of Blue River Valley on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
I just seen what he said back to me when I texted. He said it was helpful.
This one moves to the 6th inning here in Flora, Indiana. Brian Beaver along with you. Thanks for joining us today, loaning me your ears for a couple of hours. Probably the first of 2 times you'll do it today, unless there's a major comeback by Blue River Valley. Vikings will hit in the 6th, trailing 7-0 in the football score. Out here east of Flora, Indiana. Nice little town. 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order for Blue River Valley. Tyler Davis to lead off with Devin Brummett and Braden Thompson waiting in the wings. Wonder what the melting point of Skittles is. They seem to be okay for now. They're not mashed potato Skittles or all one mass 9 flavor Skittles at this point. They are in the beating down sun, though. Gothrop ready on the mound. He's gone the distance for Daleville. Scattering a couple of hits. Throwing shutout ball. Here comes the pitch. It's high, ball 1. Daleville came into this game with a state tournament ERA of 0.41, and they've gone scoreless through 5 here. They're going to be microscopic by the time tonight rolls around. Swing and a miss. Nothing but bagels on the scoreboard for Blue River Valley from Mount Summit. Gothrop winds and fires, and it's popped foul back behind the plate, out of play. I had a guy in my hometown in the mid-70s who went through the entire season and did not allow an earned run. He had a 0.000 season ERA. Here's a ground ball to second base. Peyton Smith should make that play in his sleep, and he does. 1 away. 4-3 in the book. Only about a half dozen guys have ever done it in Indiana high school baseball who've qualified for the ERA title and had nothing. But Daleville is really pitching well right now. That brings up Devin Brummett, another left-handed stick. 0 for 2 with a ground out and a K. Off-speed pitch to open the at-bat, and he takes ball 1. The only run allowed in the tournament so far was an earned run by Daleville when they beat Cowan 8-1. There's a ball high. Shutout Tri-Central, shutout West Dell, within just a few outs of shutting out Blue River Valley in this one. Gothrop winds and delivers. A strike to make it 2-1. When you're pitching it and hitting it like this at the same time, you're really, really dangerous. The windup and the fire from Gothrop. It's outside for a ball. The Daleville fans over here in their umpiring shirts wanted a strike. Not this time. 3-1 the count. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball. Left side. Diving stop in the hole by Stecker. Gets up, fires across, but can't get him. Brummett has himself an infield hit. Nice play by Stecker just to make it interesting. Third hit of the game by Blue River Valley. That brings up Braden Thompson. 1 away. Double play ball would be just what the doctor ordered if you're Daleville. Pitch home is high, ball 1. Thompson's a tall fella, so high is really pretty high up there. Got hit by a pitch, hit a line drive rocket right at Stecker his last time, and this one he's out in front of and misses with the swing to even the count at 1-1. Now you start to think about what you're going to eat between games. There's the pitch inside, moves Thompson off the plate to make it 2-1. Now, I will tell you, there are not a lot of places in Flora to eat, especially this late in the day. The diner's closed. What are you going to do? Here's a line drive into left field, a clean hit. Wilson charges, throws back in, but the runners are all going to be safe. Back-to-back hits here in the 6th inning for Blue River Valley. And that'll bring up Tanner Walrath. It's the first time today Blue River Valley has had back-to-back base hits. So 2 on, 1 out. If you're going to get in the game here at all, this is where you have to do it. First pitch is ball. Strikeout, single in a 1-for-2 afternoon for Walrath. And again, an atom ball up the middle would probably get you 2. Swing and a miss. That's certainly what you want if you're Caden Gothrop. 1 pitch, 2 outs, that's a deal. At the dollar store and on the ball diamond. Checks the runners. Gothrop brings it home. Inside, count is 2-1. For yours truly, it will probably be Noble Romans at the convenience store. And game prep for tonight is the way it's looking now. Popped up, right side, back out of play. We have gotten a break so far with the weather. Hopefully that will continue. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 away. Men at first and second. Here's the pitch. It's outside and the count goes full. You start to wonder, is Gothrop tiring it all? He's allowed back-to-back hits. This count has gone full. He's approaching 70 pitches. Yeah. Swing and a miss. He got him himself. 2 down. Threw it right by Walrath for the K. Unofficially, I believe that's 7 now. It is 7. And that brings up big 22. That's Jared Catron, the designated hitter, with 2 men on. Here's the pitch. Fouls it back out of play. I jokingly said in the BRV dugout before the game, you guys could have tried to arrange to play this at Newcastle or something, instead of both teams driving 2 hours to play when they're 20 minutes from one another. But I digress. Here comes the pitch. Change up, grounded toward the hole. Stecker knocks it down. He'll keep it on the infield. And that makes it a bases loaded situation. 3rd hit of the inning. Station to station ball. Brummett to 3rd, Thompson to 2nd. With 2 away. And Clayton Ham is the batter. Time called as the catcher, Ethan Pittsford, goes out to have a quick chat with Caden Gothrop. We're in the 6th inning, 7-0 Daleville, but the bags are full of Vikings. And you know what? I'm just going to say you're 1 swing and 1 long ball away from this being a lot more interesting game. And with the wind blowing out, you got to be careful if you're Gothrop. Here comes the pitch. Line shot into left field. 1 run is going to score. They're going to round the next man. Wilson's going to throw home. Here it comes. Both runners are safe. And it's now a 7-2 game. This one's not over just yet. That brings Catron all the way to 3rd base on a 2-run single by Clayton Ham. And now Jason Stecker going out to the mound for a convo, and that might be it for Gothrop. We'll wait and see. But he's pitched great. Do you see if you can hold on and get him through it, or do you bring him out? Let's see what they decide to do. They're going to stick with Gothrop. So just a quick conversation from Stecker as he went out, Coach Stecker. to make sure his guy is okay after giving up that 2-run single. Ground out, single, single, strikeout, single, single. Here in the 6th inning for Blue River Valley as they've cut into the Daleville lead. Swing and a miss as Blevins can't get the fastball. Nathan is 0 for 2. Flied to right, reached on an error. Men on the corners, 2 away. Pitch to him. Hit right back in the air. Long drive back to the mound. Gothrop bobbled it and plucked it out of the air. Touched it twice, caught it once. And that does it to end the inning. Good frame, though. Best inning of the day for Blue River Valley. They break through. 2 runs. They get 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, and they leave 2 on. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's gotten more interesting now. Daleville 7, Blue River Valley 2 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel. We're back at Carroll High School in Flora. Bottom of the 6th inning here in the 2nd semifinal of the 1A Regional. Brian Beaver along with you. Thanks for riding along. 2 runs in that half of the inning for the Vikings, and they've closed the gap to 5 now. As Daleville bats with Josh Price leading off and swatting a line drive out of play down the right field line. 1, 2, 3, top of the order here for Daleville. They can end the game if they can score 5 times. Pitch on the way from Brummett. Chopper toward third on a big tough hop. It nearly takes the head off the third baseman. It's going to be a hit. Nothing you can do about that at all. So Bryce has himself a hit. 11 unofficially in the game by Daleville. Devin Brummett has gone the distance on the mound for Blue River Valley. Lefty has done a nice job. With 1 on and nobody out, Max Stecker is the batter. And he is dangerous right now. He's red hot. Max looking for more. He tries to bunt, can't get it. When it's windy enough to blow your sunglasses all over town, it's a tad breezy right now in this part of Carroll County. Stecker going back to him, Mr. Red Hot. Single and a run scored, triple and a run scored. Hit a rocket to center for an out. He's 2 out of 3 with a couple of runs and chance for some RBIs here with a man on in front of him and Josh Price. Stecker has home run power. Wind blowing out 2. Shows bunt, takes a ball.
Good job.
Next one bunted out in front of the mound. Down to get it is Brummett. Can't get it quickly enough. It's going to be a base hit. That'll move Price down to second.
Go, Caden.
Caden Gothrop, the batter. 2 on, nobody out, licking his chops here, looking for some ribeyes. He shows bunt, lays it down up the third baseline. It's a beauty. Dies in the grass. Fair ball, base hit. Wow. Unbelievable. This is a beautiful diamond, but I'll tell you, the grass is so thick, the ball dies so quickly, even in the outfield. You've got to be aggressive on every play as a defender. And that you couldn't do that better. You couldn't have walked out there and sat it down next to your feet better than that. First pitch to Smith is ball one.
Hope Aiden get him right here.
Right-handed hitter, really dangerous. Checks his swing on a pitch in the dirt. He held 2-0. So danger here, Sherry, as Harry Carey used to say. Bags full of Broncos. Smith was trying to hit it all the way to Delphi. He missed it, and it's 2-1. 7-2 game. Sixth inning. Shot to center field. That's a frozen rope. One in. Two runners are going to score, and it's going to be a 9-2 Daleville lead. Price scores. Stecker scores. I think for the first time today, they let Gothrop run for himself.
Go, Jared.
And he ends up over at third as Smith picks up 2 RBIs with a rocket to center field. Now we've got time, and now they are going to run a courtesy runner out there for Gothrop. I wondered what was going on because normally they bring him right out. Maybe they just forgot in all the excitement. I think that's Derek Lawrence out there running for him again. It is. Waltermeyer chips one foul over here near the broadcast position. Maybe I can get him to give me a souvenir. What do you think? Ball.
Go, Jared.
I got a thumbs up, but I'm not going to get a ball. Maybe later. Waltermeyer takes a strike. Quickly 0-2. Daleville out in front now by a 9-2 count. Waltermeyer chops one right in the same spot. He could have just stayed here. That's spooky. That is spooky weird. And I still didn't get a souvenir. See how they are. Pitch on the way. This time outside, and Waltermeyer lays off. The count is 1-2. A home run here would end the game by 10-run rule, just for the sake of discussion. Swing and a miss. Runner's going. Throw down to third. He's going to be safe, and he's up and heading for home. Lawrence is in a hot box now. They're running back toward third. He's going to dive in, and he's out. And that's a scoring play mess. Wow. 2-5, 2-6, I think. Wow. Unreal.
Come on, Ethan.
Well, that's the first out. Unreal. Line drive into center field. That could score Smith. He's around third. He's heading for home. He's going to score easily to make it a 10-2 game. Smith driven in by Waltermeyer, and they're going to run for him. When it rains, it pours. 3 spot here in the 6th. And we've got a courtesy runner for Waltermeyer at first base as Ethan Pittsburgh steps in. Takes a pitch. It gets away from the catcher. Runner down to second base. That's JT Nelson. Pinch running, courtesy running technically. Next pitch home is a ball, and it's 2-0. Nelson, the runner at second base. The batter is Blaine Tighe, and he takes again. 3-0. Called strike. 3-1.
Good.
There's ball 4. It's a walk for Tig. Jimmy Bowen stepping to the plate. First pitch to him is a ball. What an inning this has been. Here's a shot to center field. It's going to be down for a hit. One runner's going to score. Another runner headed for third. Throw comes back into second base. And Daleville has scored again. Nelson comes home. What a bunch this has been. Tig at third. Aiden Wilson, the batter. (11-2) game. Wilson check swing. Went too far. It's 1-1. So 11-2. The next run will end the game if Daleville scores it. Pitch outside in the dirt. 2-1. Wilson is 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts and a fly out. He rips one. Left field line. Is it going to leave the yard? It's going to be foul. It did leave the yard, but it's foul. Nothing but a loud strike. That would have been a great way to end a game. A walk-off special. Wilson back in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He looks at a third strike and will play another inning. Oh, Grown City.
Get 3 out.
That ends the inning. Daleville scores a bunch more. They pick up 4 or 5 runs, that is, and it's an 11-2 game as we move to the 7th inning from Flora, Indiana, next on Beaver Media. Stay right there.
Bring my what? No, I did not. I thought we were going to meet at the park. Go, Caden.
Welcome back to the ball game. This one moves to the 7th inning. Daleville 3 outs away from advancing. First pitch of the inning comes home to a pinch hitter. Jacob Madden took a strike. There's a ball in the dirt. Gothrop still on the mound for Daleville. He throws a strike by the swinging Madden. One and two the count. Pinch hitting in the 9 hole. Swing and a miss, one down. Blew it right by him. So Madden gets his name in the scorebook. A K next to it. I've got 8 now, unofficially, in the game by young Mr. Gothrop. That brings around the top of the order and the orange helmet wearing Mason Crisp. Pitch on the way. It's in the dirt. Ball 1. Crisp has a hit in 3 trips. 11-2 game. Barring the largest comeback in recent history, it may end that way. Here's a pitch for a ball. 2-0. Gothrop has gone the distance. This will be the 87th pitch of his day, unofficially in my chart. It's outside, and it's 3-0. Not a bad game, though, by Mr. Gothrop. 8 Ks, a hit batter. I don't believe he's walked a single man. He's been very good again today. Winds up and fires. A ball 4 pitch out of the zone. There goes Crisp. Just after I jinx him and say he hasn't walked anybody, I don't believe he does. Broadcaster's kiss of death, and that brings in Tyler Davis. You know, in fairness to Caden, he may be tiring. It's a hot afternoon. Here's the pitch. It's a ball. That's 5 in a row. Man at first, 1 out. A double play ball could end the game right here. Gothrop checks the runner, brings it home from the stretch, and it's fouled back out of play. If I had told you before the game began you were going to win 11-2, you probably would have taken that every day of the week. Here's the pitch. Strike called.
One more there, Caden.
And you come in averaging 13 runs a game through the state tournament, and you've got 11 here in the 4th game of your state tournament. That's pretty good. Pitch on the way. Ground ball could be it. Umps through center field. Got through between Price and Stecker for a single. Price plays it back in. They got the ground ball they wanted. They just didn't get it right at anybody. That keeps the inning rolling along for Devin Brummett. Time called by Ethan Pittsford, the Daleville catcher. He's going to go out for a quick convo with Caden Gothrop. Madden struck out, pinch hitting to open the inning. Since then, Crisp has walked. Davis has gotten a ground ball single through the infield. So 2 men on. Brummett has a ground out, a strikeout, and a single and a run scored. So he's 1 out of 3 in the box score today. And again, a left-handed hitter who's tough to double up. But if you got an atom ball, you might do it. With men on first and second. He swings and misses. A cold adult beverage starts to sound good about now. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss as Brummett was way out in front of the off-speed pitch from Gothrop. And Brummett is down to his final strike with 1 away here in the 7th inning. Gothrop's pitch low and in. That'll make it 1-2. Braden Thompson waiting in the on-deck circle for the Vikings. Daleville opened the tournament needing 7 wins to defend their state title. They're about to get the 4th one of them. They'll be over halfway there. Pitch is too high. Fastball up, and it's 2-2. Great stretch of baseball here by Terry Turner's teams in his 4 years at Daleville. Here comes the pitch. It's high, and the count is full. State champion, sectional champion, state champion, and who knows this year. So far, at least, sectional champion. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gothrop staring in at Pittsford, looks back at the runners. He'll bring it home. In the air, toward left center field, look out. Wilson running, he can't get it. Price there to back him up behind it, and it's going to be a bases loaded situation. Long way to run for Wilson. I'm going to score that a hit. He'd probably tell you he should have caught it. Bags loaded. We're going to have a pitching change. We'll be back to tell you more about it momentarily on Beaver Media. Listen to that hand for Caden Gothrop as he leaves the field. Back with more after this.
Okay. Well, they just shift people around. They moved Aiden to right, Aiden to left, and Klein high into third. Derek from third to a pitch.
Welcome back to the ball game. Terry Turner has seen enough. Caden Gothrop may have tired at the end of his day, but he pitched a whale of a game. He exits after 6 1/3 innings of work. He's responsible for the 2 runs on the board already and all 3 runners. As Jared Waltermeyer comes on in relief from third base to the mound. Lane Tighe will play third. Aiden Wilson moves over to right field. Gothrop goes to left field. "94 pitches unofficially in the game today for Gothrop, who did a really nice job. So it puts it in the hands of Jared Waltermeyer, and Braden Thompson is the Blue River Valley batter. Hit by a pitch, lined out, singled, and scored. He's had a pretty good game. First one popped up. It's back behind the stands on the first base side. Waltermeyer looking to finish this one off. He inherits an 11-2 lead with 1 out here in the 7th inning. Right-hander pitches and fires. Ground ball toward the hole at short. Everybody's going to be safe on an infield hit. Stecker couldn't field it cleanly. Not much you can do there. Even if he fields that cleanly, he's not going to get anybody out. It's in no man's land.
Take it off, Max.
That run makes it an 11-3 game. So an infield hit. And that brings up, I believe, a pinch hitter. No, it's Tanner Walrath. Looking out at Waltermeyer for the first time. Swing and a miss. One the count to him. Right-handed hitter. Teammates on every spot. pops it up on the infield. That's an infield fly rule play. I didn't hear anybody call it. And throwing back to second base. That's a double play, and the game is over. That's a double play. The infield fly for the second out by Walrath. And then over from short to second for the final out as they double him off. 6-4, and that's it. We've got ourselves a double play, and this game has come to a strange but victorious end for the Daleville Broncos. 1 run in the inning for Blue River Valley, and this one is toast, and it's history. Final score, Daleville 11, Blue River Valley 3. Back to recap it quickly after this timeout on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel. Stay right there. Welcome back to the ball game.
Due to the possibility of rain this evening, the championship game has been moved up 1 hour. Tonight's championship game between the Daleville Broncos and the Rossville Hornets will be played at 6:30 p.m.
Well, there you heard it in the background. We're all finding out together at the same time. The championship game has been moved forward an hour. It'll be played early an hour at 6:30 tonight instead of 7:30. So if you are over in the Delaware County area, you were thinking about coming over for the championship game tonight, just keep that in mind. It's going to be an hour earlier than previously scheduled. So this one will start tonight at 6:30. That's just a little under 3 hours from now. You have time to make the drive, but don't sweat it if you don't have to. That's what we're here for. Quick look back at the game. Well, this one went Daleville's way early. They scored 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, took a 6-0 lead. Scored in the fifth to make a 7-0 game out of it. 2 innings away from maybe getting out of here easy, but they couldn't do it. Vikings got 2 in the sixth, 1 in the seventh. Daleville got 4 in the sixth, and they win going away by a final of 11-3 in this one today. And Caden Gothrop came close to a complete game. Pitch 6 in the third was stellar again. Jared Waltermeyer came on for the final 2 outs. And that does it. That's a wrap. So our plan is to be gluttons for punishment, stay here and bring you the championship game as well. We'll do that. We'll be on with the pregame just before 6:30 this evening. So about 6:25, if you're looking for the stream, we should be there yakking at you at about 6:25 this evening. With the win, Daleville improves to 17-11 overall. 8-14 is the closeout with a tie for Blue River Valley. So that does it. The final score for the final time. Daleville wins again. They're another step closer. Broncos 11, Vikings 3. For all of us at Beaver Media, I'm Brian Beaver. Thanks for joining me this afternoon. Come back tonight. We'll see you at 6:30 with a trip to the Final Four on the line as Daleville takes on Rossville in a battle of the Vills. Until then, enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and so long, everybody.